everyone, I'm Shelbey Roberts, and I am so excited to be able to share a little bit about what I get to do on a regular basis, and you'll be able to learn too. Sound like a plan? Fantastic. Well, I work at a TV station called WMBD and WYZZ News. Here, I'm what's called a news reporter or a journalist. They're really fancy terms, but all they mean is someone that really likes to ask questions. I like to listen to the answers that people give me, and then I like to share those answers with other people so that they have some knowledge too. So let me show you where all of the TV magic happens. This is the studio. You see, we've got lots of lights, we've got lots of cameras, we've got different set designs, we've got a weather center. Fun fact about this particular studio, we even have a working kitchen. It's crazy, I know. But the things that we do right here in this studio get broadcast to thousands of different families across central Illinois, maybe even in your own household. We get to deliver the news to other families and share what's going on. So I want to teach you a little bit about how you can be a news reporter in your own home. You don't even need a studio. So again, one big thing that we do here is ask a lot of questions so that people at home can know what's happening in their own communities. And we can do that in the format of an interview. It's a big word, but I promise it's not scary. What we do with interviews is we sit down with people that might have information that we want to know about, and we sit down and learn a little bit more about them. So I want to give you an opportunity to set up your own interview. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's do this. So first up, before we even start with our interview, we want to make sure that we've got the tools and resources. As journalists, you need two things. You need something to write with, and you need something to write on. So if you need to pause the video, go right ahead, go do that. Maybe you've got a favorite color pencil, or a crayon, or a marker, or a pen, or anything like that. Go ahead and go grab it, and we can get that going. And then another sheet of paper. You wanna make sure it's not too small. It can be as big as you want it, and make sure it's blank so that when we're getting our interview done, we can take some good notes. All right, you got your pencil, you got your paper? Let's start with our interview. So, when we're starting with our interview, we want to think of a topic that we can do it on. So let's think, what can we do our interview on? If you're stuck like me, that's okay. Let's think about something you maybe want to learn a little bit more about. That's always a really good starting point. Maybe you're someone, maybe you like animals. That could be something. We write that down. Let's get our list and write that down as a potential idea. Maybe you don't like animals. That's okay. Maybe you like baking. That's another good one. We could write that down as an idea. Or maybe baking isn't your thing. That's okay. Maybe sports activities. You really enjoy sports. We can write that down. So maybe you've got another idea too. That's perfectly fine. We've got some ideas that we're generating. Now, after we come up with our idea of an interview topic we want to focus on, let's think about who we can talk to about those different topics. So if we were someone that said we liked animals, someone that knows about animals. Maybe a veterinarian. A veterinarian is someone that takes care of animals when they're not feeling too good. It's like an animal doctor, you could say. That could be someone we could think of. Let's write that down. If you liked baking, who is someone that knows a lot about baking? Maybe a baker. That could be an option, or maybe someone in your own house really likes to cook some sweet stuff. Let's write that down as an option too. Or maybe if you said you like sports, let's think, who would know something about sports? Maybe a coach. Do you play a sport at school or outdoors? Maybe you've got a local coach that could give you some more information about that. So what we want to do is, with our parents or with an adult's permission, before we reach out to any of those people, we want to make sure we get their approval first. But those are some ideas of people that we can reach out to learn more about when we do our interview. And then last up, before we wrap, we want to write out those interview questions before we even connect with anybody. You can ask any question to these people that you may want to know about. But if you get stuck, remember, we want to study our 5 W's. Do you remember what those are? We've got who, the next one, what, the next one, when, the next one, where, and the last one is why. The 5 W's if we ever get stuck on an interview question. So when you're connecting with people, you may ask, who are you? That's the first W. You may ask, what do you do for a living? The third one may be, when did you start preparing for your job? Another one, where did you learn your skills? Why do you enjoy the work that you do? Again, there are so many different questions that we could ask people during our interviews, but if you ever get stuck, don't forget the 5 W's. So with that, I want to challenge you at home. Try to do your own interview based on what we've learned today about being a news reporter or a journalist. Maybe you have other topics you want to explore. Maybe you're with family right now. You could ask them how they grew up. Talk to your family members, your parents, your grandparents maybe. Or maybe you can learn how some of your friends from school are dealing with being at home during this uncertain time. Talk to some of them if your parents allow for it. You can even use a camera phone or maybe even an iPad to record some of your interviews. Let us know how it goes. We'd love to hear it. Oh, sorry, I've got to go. We've got a show that we're about to start to do. But remember, you are well on your way to becoming a news reporter or a journalist. Rise and shine, Central Illinois. It's Shelbey Roberts. Welcome to WMBD News.